Okay then, today this is going to be a new series on the channel and hopefully a new series on YouTube because I'm not seeing anything like this yet. But if there is, please leave a comment saying who does it. I'd love to go and check them out and see how they do it. But as you can see by the title, it's 3 players, 1 team, and it is as basic as that. You get 3 random players, you put them into 1 team with 100 chemistry and you play FIFA. But we might get random players that are absolutely shocking. We might even pull an inform or 2 in the episodes. But let's get straight into it and see who we get. So the first player we get is Simon Cox, a Baggies boy before, but not anymore. He now plays for Nottingham Forest. Of course, he's a striker at 71 overall. He's got 75 pace, 71 dribbling, 71 shooting. That right there is what is going to get me the goals. But the rest of it, 64 heading, 55 passing. He's not going to be assisting many, and he's not going to be flicking the ball on. Hopefully we get someone maybe up front with him who's strong. And if not, we can just go and buy one. So next to him, we have Gareth Barry in form. So hopefully he's pretty decent. His stats aren't the best as an inform card. But let's have a look what he's got. He's got 46 pace, which is absolutely horrendous. He's got 71 dribbling, 73 shooting, 82 defending, 84 passing, and 76 heading. He looks like he would be a solid player in that centre defensive mid role. Maybe even push him up into the midfield to get his shooting into place. But to be honest, I can see some of his stats and they look pretty decent. Stamina is obviously going to be 99. Strength 80. Reactions 87. He's going to be getting to that ball, intercepting that ball hopefully a lot. And then last of all, we have a Brazilian centre mid. He's going for about 600 coins on Xbox, so he's pretty cheap. He might not be the best, that means. But he's got 92 acceleration, 92 agility. His card says that he's got 86 pace, 73 dribbling. As a centre mid, 55 shooting is not too bad, but maybe a little bit of a boost might help with him there. But 71 defending, so he might be that sort of Gareth Barry partner, centre defensive mid partner. 69 passing, 67 heading. Again, 3 players that haven't really got the best heading except Barry. He has got slight heading. But I can see this team working. I can see we can get a few links up. So let's see what team we can make, and I'll be back with you in a second when I've made this team. Okay then, so this is the team as it stands. We got our 3 random players, and so far we got 9 chemistry, but that's about to change. Take a look at the team that I've conjured up. I've sort of put together in about 20 minutes. Let's see who we got. So some of the big names in there. We've got Cech in goal. We've got David Luiz and Kale. We've gone for normal Kale just because his team of the season is not that good. We've got Coleman. We've got the gold Coleman in form, but for some reason it's showing up as silver. We've got Luiz's on the left. We've got David Luiz and the other Luiz, just to get that Brazilian link for the left-hand side. Then in centre mid, as the Ireland link-up and the Premier League link-up, we have Ireland himself. I don't know why I was going to call him Northern Ireland then. But then we have centre defensive mid of our player Barry. We have the other centre mid as the Brazilian that was our other random one. We then have centre attacking mid as the legend himself, Ronaldinho. And then as the strikers, they are absolute dead links to each other. But we have Inform Joe and Simon Cox, our 3rd player. So I can't see this team doing too bad, but again, I can't see the team doing too good. Midfield, I think, is where it's going to be at. The midfield looks strong to me. I think that is where most of the damage is going to be coming. The Ronaldinho with his skills, the Ireland with his deadly shooting, because we all know he's got deadly shooting, really. Just pace is going to be a struggle coming from Ronaldinho and Barry. But we make up for it with Luiz and Kale at the back to watch those. And then we have 75 pace up front with both strikers. So I can't see this team doing too bad. But the only one way to find out is get into a game and see what happens. So I'll be back when I've made this team on console and up for the challenge. Okay then, so we're back on the console now, and this is the team that we've made. And honestly, on the console, it actually looks pretty decent. But let's go ahead and get into a game. First of all, I'm going to play a seasons match, so let's see who we come up against. As you can see, Division 10, we've got 6 points on the board. It's not a very good team. Vorm in goal is the only non-rare goal, the rare goal, so this should be a good game. So we start off, Ronaldinho with the ball. He passes it down the bottom to Felipe Luis, I think that is, who does a great little fake shot, gets into the box, takes the shot. Unfortunately, doesn't score, but then Ronaldinho comes back and takes the goal himself. Nice little celebration there. So that kicks off the first goal of the game for us. And there's just a quick replay of it. So this is what happened next. He just passes it out straight to Joe, who finesse shots it perfectly into the bottom right hand corner. Easy finish, and then straight away the player decides to rage quit. Must have thought 2-0 down, the team that he's versing wasn't doing very well. I was doing really well from there. A few shots that I had on target before that. But let's go ahead into a cup match and see who we come up against now. So as you can see, he's got a bit of a Brazilian link going on the left hand side. He's got Lewandowski and Blaszczykowski. He's got Hummels. A bit of a mixed team, not 100 chemistry, but let's see how this game goes as well. So we start off, Blaszczykowski's in his own half, through ball over the top straight to Sturridge, great touch, and what happens, puts it across the keeper to put it in the top right hand corner, and we go 1-0 down in this game. So I'm thinking, oh no, this isn't going to be a very good game. And then what happens next? He starts from down the right again, from his right back. Blaszczykowski yet again gets the cross in, and what the hell is the centre defensive mid doing? Lewandowski just comes in, wins the header as easy as anything, and puts it away. So I'm 2-0 down, and I'm thinking there's no chance of getting back in this. But what we do, we get the ball back with Simon Cox. We pass it along, Barry gets it to Ireland. Ireland takes a bit of a run the wrong way, but then a lovely through ball over the top to pick out Coleman, who just gets the cross in, takes the header from Simon Cox, and honestly, I don't know how he finished that. I was absolutely buzzing when he finished this. I said before he probably wouldn't win in many headers, but he absolutely stormed it. And look at this, he wins it against David Luiz, one of the most OP players for heading on the game, and it's just brilliant, the finishes for me. So 2-1, anything happen after that? Well, yeah, it did. Watch what we go on. We go on the attack with Ronaldinho. We put it through to Cox, and somehow, I don't know how, it just appears, like Houdini, it just appears to go into the goal. We'll watch it from another angle in a second, and Simon Cox goes for the chip, the keeper saves it, and then it just ends up in the net. It's really weird. You can't really see much from here, but it just pops out, and it's in the back of the net. So this is the angle. Here we go. He goes to go for the chip, messes it up, and then pop, just comes out the top, and just rolls over the goal line to make it 2-2. So remember, this is a cup, so we go into extra time. We go on the attack. We win the ball back in David Luiz. Joe goes on the passing, passes it to Barry, left foot, thunderstrike, top right hand corner. It puts us 3-1 up just before half time in extra time. And that's how it finished, was 3-2 in the end. An absolutely great finish by Barry. So the next round, we got this team. I was absolutely crying. We've got Team of the Year Ribéry. We've got Team of the Season Mandzukic. We've got Inform Robin, Inform Cruz, Team of the Season Alaba. But watch this. First couple of minutes of the game, we get a lucky little touch there. Joe's taking a run, cuts inside, little Megs through Dante's legs, and then puts it away. What a finish. Not even a finesse shot, just pure power behind that goal, and gets it straight into the top right hand corner. It was absolutely brilliant to score that goal. And then what happens again? Joe goes on the attack. He just runs down the line. A bit of skill to get inside the box, and a bit more skill to get right inside. Passes it to Cox, who just taps it into the bottom right hand corner. Absolute brilliant finish. So we're already 25 minutes gone, 2-0 up with this team. So here's just another angle. As you can see, little dink to him, and then a great finish by Cox to beat Neuer. Team of the Year Neuer, that is, as well. And then it gets even better. A bit of skill, a bit of trickery from Ronaldinho, and then Joe with the brilliant little chip just gets it over the line, out of the reach of the defender, and is a brilliant finish. But it doesn't end there. He then comes back with Mandzukic to score 3-1, and I'm just thinking to myself, I can't be losing this now. And then what does he do? He goes and scores again. I think this is with Muller. Absolute shocking how this goes to 3-2. But fortunately, it actually stays at 3-2, and we come up against another Bundesliga team. This time not as powerful, not as many blues and blacks, but we've got all golds. And I was thinking this is a possible win here because it's just an average team, really. So we go down the attack with Ronaldinho. We do a bit of skill to get in the box. Honestly, his 5-star skills help so much. He's just using his strength, a bit of pace, has the shot. Unfortunately, saves it. Cox then crosses it in too far, heads it back in with Joe, and then Ronaldinho gets his goal that he deserved. Absolute brilliant player he was for me. And he just, all the time, he seemed to want to be in the box, seemed to want to be up front. And then here we go with Joe. We get a little bit of luck, a bit of burst of pace. We just run at him, think, what can we do from here? We sweat it. We just sweat it to Cox, puts it in the back of the net. There's no missing. Cox was another player that I really enjoyed playing with. Didn't think I'd enjoy him as much as what I did. And then we go on another attack. Felipe Luis, I think his batteries went or he just decided not to play. But he just runs, he just runs, he just runs. Passes it to Ronaldinho. Nice little fake shot and then just puts it into the roof of the net. That makes it 3-0 and we've easily won this game. And we're into the final. Let's check out the final team then. So it is a Premier League team, a few non-rares there, but quite a strong team up front. We've got the likes of Van Persie and Rooney, but then in goal we've got Gomez. And to be honest, it took till extra time for a goal to come. It was absolutely horrendous, this game was. There's no real good clips. But then a nice little through ball to Cox over the top. He uses his 75 pace so well just to get into the position, just to finish it. And just before this I was saying to myself, I've got to get some lucky to score now. But that goal was absolutely brilliant. Look at this. Look at the run he produces. 3 men on him. Bang. Puts it into the corner. And then we go ahead and score not 1, not 2, but 3 more goals. I think he just gave up again. We go 4-0 into the final. And just confirmation to that, we win the cup. We get a gold pack. Absolutely no one in it. But let's go and rate some of the players. So Rosinei, I would have rated a 2-star. Not really that good for me. He didn't seem to do much. Next we got Gareth Barry. I'd rate him actually a 3.5 stars. He was absolutely superb for me. And that strike that he scored was absolutely brilliant. Next of all, we have Simon Cox, our last one, the striker. He scored 6 goals for me. 6 goals in 5 games. That was absolutely brilliant for a silver player. He got no assists. But then last of all, we have our star men. We've got Ronaldinho and we've got Joe. These are the ones that I would rate 5-star and I absolutely loved. I think Ronaldinho scored about 2 or 3. He got a few assists. And then Joe, he actually got 5 goals and 5 assists, which is absolutely brilliant. Honestly, I recommend getting this team. If you've enjoyed the episode, I'm going to try and make it shorter next time. Cut out a bit out of the talking out. But if you've enjoyed it, please rate, comment and subscribe. So I'll see you in the next video, lads. If I die